Are you looking to make a move to the East Bay and maybe you're not sure exactly where in the East Bay that you want to be? If you have a family with kids, you're probably researching to make sure that the home purchase will fit not only your family's lifestyle, but also your kiddos' educational needs. With the financial and emotional investment required to buy a home in the East Bay, what could be more important than schools? That's what I want to talk to you about today, and stick around to the very end where I'm going to break down for you the absolute best schools in Danville, California, and give you a simple tip to make sure that you get it right. All right, let's get into it. As a boy mom of 2 kids, I've been really pleased with the schools here in Danville, California in the San Ramon Valley Unified School District. And as a realtor, I'd say 90 to 95% of the buyers and sellers I speak with have chosen Danville or are looking to choose Danville for the solid education that Danville's public school system provides. So we're going to focus today specifically on the public schools. If you're interested in private schools, I'm also going to leave a link to that down in the description, along with other links for some statistics that you'll hear me mention. I want to help you break it down into facts you can use to decide what's the best decision for your family and for your children in order to get the most out of their education. And by the way, for the dollars that you're spending through property taxes to pay for that education. Trust me, I know that every school's not right for every family. It's a very personal decision. And above all, I always suggest that families consider a school tour directly with the school that they're considering, as well as talking to parents who maybe have kids who attended the school or currently attend the school. Whether it's online or directly in person, that way you can see if it's a good fit for you and your family. Now, since December 2020, Danville has seen 62% home price appreciation. So why is there so much demand for moving to Danville, California? There's an increasing amount of Bay families moving to Danville, California in hopes of providing a better learning environment for their kids. The top schools right here in Danville, California have curriculums that include many of the philosophies, student support, and strategies that empower students to become critical thinkers and lifelong learners. I'll share some of the stats with you that may surprise you. So before we get into why the top schools in Danville, California support these philosophies, let's review some basic information about the school district that Danville's located within. The town of Danville, California is served by San Ramon Valley Unified School District. You'll hear me call it SRV-USD. This district covers 18 square miles. Now, in addition to Danville, SRV-USD also serves Alamo, Blackhawk, Diablo, San Ramon, and also the district serves a small portion of Walnut Creek and Pleasanton. There's a total of 36 K-12 schools in the district with more than 32,000 students. Looking at the public schools located within Danville, there are 2 high schools with defined attendance boundaries. Each high school has assigned middle schools as well as elementary schools within their feeder patterns. The school district employs about 4,500 people, hiring almost 300 people every year. And of its annual operating budget of $337 million, the district receives $17 million from private or parent donations. They also get about $7 million from local parcel taxes. The state of California allocates funding for the schools with the most quantity of high needs students in their schools. So did the number of $17 million of private donations and $7 million parcel taxes, did that sound surprising to you? Sounded surprising to me. SRV-USD has the lowest population of high needs students, and therefore it receives less money from the state. Therefore, the schools in Danville, California and San Ramon Valley Unified School District actually require significant additional funding by private and parent donations just to meet their annual operating budget. So according to US News Best High Schools ranking, only 4% of students who attend Danville, California high schools are considered economically disadvantaged or qualify for free or reduced price lunches. This is in sharp contrast with many of the neighboring school districts. So back to why it's important that the top schools in Danville, California support and empower students to become critical thinkers and lifelong learners. There's growing and overwhelming evidence that the ability to solve problems and collaborate provides our children with the skills they need to learn happy, fulfilling, and productive lifestyles. In April 2021, a study called The Growing Importance of Decision-Making on the Job by David Deming of Harvard University He did this study and determined that highly paid workers are valuable not only because they know how to do, but also because they know what to do. Having raised two boys who attended both public schools in inner city Chicago as well as public schools in Danville, California, I've met many educators and parents who increasingly are evaluating a school's performance beyond just graduation rates, test scores, and class sizes. The growing concern of parents is, does this school provide an environment that will promote and encourage my student to have a curious mind? Hey, if this is helpful, do me a favor. Subscribe to my channel and hit the notification buttons to help YouTube know what you like. So in a minute, I'm going to tell you which are the top schools in Danville, California. But first, knowing that it's not all about test scores and that one size doesn't fit all when it comes to a school, let's talk about how we define this ultimate learning environment or climate. According to many studies and evidence-based research, the optimal learning environment includes the following 6 focuses for a school. Safety and well-being. When a student feels safe, they're more likely to accept the challenges. Healthy risk-taking and creativity. Overcoming challenges. This increases confidence and creativity, encouraging leadership and adaptability. By providing this environment for all students, they can become leaders. Collaboration. Special engagement by referencing prior learning and student interest builds collaboration skills. Self-directed learning. Open-ended tasks and research projects enhance critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Curiosity. Assignments should focus more on asking great questions rather than memorizing answers. The San Ramon Valley Unified School District's strategic directions defines both academic excellence and success by similar standards, which is consistent with the 6 cornerstones I just talked about. So SRV's definition of academic excellence and success is academic achievement, experience social and emotional well-being, develop curiosity, confidence, and independence as learners, appreciating the importance of teams and collaboration, demonstrating empathy and compassion, determine their purpose, and understand the importance of service. Another focus is to learn how to set and achieve goals. And finally, the best, which is to love learning. So now, let's review the top schools in Danville, California. Hands down, I still believe the best way to know if a specific school is right for you, your family, and your children is to visit each school and to talk to other parents at the school. That way you can get a feel for the philosophies and the leadership. The second way to evaluate a school decision is to take into account the numbers and the raw data. To determine the top schools, I looked namely at rankings and also performance. SRV USD was ranked number 26 out of 438 school districts reviewed in California. Of the 23 elementary schools in SRV USD, including traditional, charter, and alternative schools, 2 of these schools hit the best public elementary schools in America list. And those schools are Bollinger Canyon Elementary in San Ramon, which was also voted number 1 school in Contra Costa County. And number 2, Creekside Elementary in Danville. The school actually academically scores a little bit higher with reading proficiency of 82 and math proficiency of 84%. All the public elementary schools in SRV USD received an A or higher from niche.com. Of the 75 middle schools in Contra Costa County, SRV USD middle schools dominate the top 10 in the list, according to Niche. These take up 8 of the top 10 spots. Not bad for having 8 middle schools in SRV USD. Half of these are located right here in Danville, California. With 4 public and 2 alternative high schools in San Ramon Valley Unified School District, the 2 located in Danville, which are San Ramon Valley High School and Monte Vista High School, they both get an A+ score and rank as top schools in the state for a solid education. So to evaluate performance, I looked at test scores, academic progress, defined by how much a student learns in a year, and college readiness, which is based on key measures like graduation rates, college entrance tests, and AP coursework. Here's what I came up with the help of greatschools.org. In Danville, both Monte Vista High School and San Ramon Valley High School score the highest possible score for test scores. They both score a 10 out of 10. Okay, so for academic progress scores, this was in the middle school level, and the winner was Los Cerros Middle School. For college readiness, there was a tie again between San Ramon Valley High School and Monte Vista High School, both scoring a 10 out of 10. Overall, Danville High Schools and SRV USD get an overall A+ rating. Now, no school's perfect, so you will see some lower scores in the schools in the diversity and clubs and activities department. So if you're not sure which school is best for your child, here's my simple tip. First off, don't stress. Go with your gut. Kids change, and what may be the best school for your kid now may be different in a few years. The good news and the big tip is that at the time of recording of this video in mid-2022, I've had multiple families successfully apply for and receive inter-district transfers within the district. Now, I don't work for the district, but with rumors of declining enrollment numbers, I've had several clients and families, even my own family, that have been able to change schools for whatever reason midway through their child's academic career without really much difficulty at all. No matter which school attendance boundaries you end up in, Danville, California has superior schools and some of the best schools in the East Bay. If you're considering a move to the East Bay, whether it's in 10 days or 10 weeks, just click on the link down below to schedule a free consultation. And if you're curious about what it's like to live in Danville, California, check out this video and don't forget to subscribe.